Hi guys, I hope everyone is doing okay. Today, I just thought that while we're waiting for the CEO to announce the next webinar, why not go back and listen to a few things again to remind ourselves? Because sometimes he says a lot of things we hear and then we forget or we don't listen at all. So Red did a very good recap of his last webinar, and I've taken a few excerpts from there so that we can jointly make commentaries on them. So I just want to play this quick one and let's hear why Red chooses to still move on with Ash Mufare.
Okay, that's not what he wants. He's only got good intentions. Now, there's going to be people who are saying, I'm talking the biggest load of rubbish ever. I'm in it for myself. I've been indoctrinated. I'm following a cult. He's a con man. All of these, you're going to get all of that. I've had it all the time, and not a lot worse. But what I'll say to everybody is this: it's my choice to be here. I like being here. I feel very comfortable being here, and I am going to follow our CEO Ash Mufareh. That's my choice. That's what I want to do. Why? Because I believe the guy. I believe that he's going to do something that nobody else has done, and I'm going to be there at the beginning of it all. I'm going to be one of the first in this new thing that he's going to be doing. That's what I believe. That's what I think is going to happen.
So Red is clearly speaking from a place of strong conviction and personal experience. It takes courage to publicly share your belief in something, especially when you know that you face criticism. And his emphasis on choice is very powerful. Everyone has the right, to choose their own path, but we are advised to choose wisely. So if you listen to the original, to the webinar where Red spoke, what did he say about Ash? He said in 2018, when he heard about this business, the first thing he went, Google is your friend. Who is this Mr. Mufara man? And whatever he found out about Ash, he has never looked back, right? So Red is bracing what? He's bracing for backlash because that tells us that he's been through online judgment before. And we all can testify because we've heard people like himself, Marty, and even especially Ash himself, right? They've faced accusations and attacks from left, right, front, and back. But when you know what you want, you know what you are doing. Those things, they are inevitable. You cannot choose what people say about you, but you choose what you want to do, especially you're convinced that you are doing the right thing. So it's important to learn how to stand firm in your beliefs, what Red is doing, because Ash is doing that too. And I believe some of us who are here, even you listening to this video now, is because you stand firm. And so those of us, if we've not been attacked directly online, families and friends have said a few things here and there. It doesn't matter. I know exactly what I'm waiting for, and I can't blink. So you don't fear any arrows when you stand on the foundation of truth. So to show even his resolve in keep going till we get to Mr. Mufareh's promised land, what does Red say? My reputation is intact. Red is not the CEO of this business. It was not his idea. But then we all have got reputations to protect at some level. Ash himself has put his reputation on the line because some people now doubt him. But then he said, I don't care because I am moving on. I have to do this. My reputation can't wait because I will do this till I get what I promised to my people. So I think that empowerment is not just about believing in someone else. It's all about being informed, maybe accountable on taking your own on taking ownership, right, on your own journey. So guys, I think Red and most of us, we made the right choice, the right decision to follow Mr. Mufareh to join this business. And I think that the end shall tell the story on our behalf. So let's listen to the next video. Thank you.
I believe that the reason he brought this in is because he knows that there is going to be something that is better. And he said this: what if I told you I will give you something that is 300 times better than that of O Connect? Now, I think we need to start realizing that the names that we associate on passive with and the products that we associate on passive with aren't going to be called that or the same as that moving forward. What they're going to be, I don't know. Nobody knows. But I do think we are still going to have digital services and products.
Thank you, Red. Yes, of course, we all do believe, and it is because each time he has promised something, Mr. Mufare has always delivered. So if he can say, I am taking a product like O Connect and putting it to rest on the shelves, and I promise you something much, much better, right? And we all know because we have tried and tested and proven that O Connect has been and is still the best in the market, the best in that industry, and the most cost effective, right? And he decides to keep it aside and say, I'm promising you something better. That only calls for celebration, which others interpret as us hyping stuff. No, we are not. And if you are not critically following Mr. Mufare, you will not understand him. And I appreciate it when you are not excited. It's because you are not following him closely. Listen and listen again, and you will get the reason why somebody is excited. And before you know it, you are also celebrating. I can't even try to guess what Ash is going to call the new name, but it's none of my business. I mean, like the new face. It's none of my business. It's his. Because he knows what he is doing. He knows exactly what he's doing because it's lying on his palm, or it's in front of his table, or it's in his chest pocket, right? So you know how much we've been attached to the name Unpassive. Just tap on Facebook. You have over 1 million hashtags on the word Unpassive itself, you know. But then at some point, or right now as it stands, we are going to let go, either temporarily or permanently, I don't know, but then for a good and why not a much better reason. Thank you, Ash. You know, so whatever is coming is not being called the next stage for nothing. So I don't know about you, but I'm bracing up for the boom, right? So what is happening here is that it's just a matter of time. Looking at things and listening to Ash, I believe that what he is telling us now is old news compared to what he is directly seeing when he's sitting on his desk. How do I know? Because he told us himself in the webinar that if he's telling us about stage 5, for example, know that he's somewhere far above that, maybe 15 or so. I'm forgetting the exact numbers that he used. And that's what Red is saying. This is Ash we are talking about. And again, this calls for patience and focus. There is just no time to waste for distractions if you really want to continue working this journey with Mr. Mufare. So let's listen to the last excerpt from Redfern's recap.
One of the most important things that he did say, in my opinion, is all of this, what I've been talking about the last 3 times on the webinar, isn't even step 1. Okay, so for everybody who's surmising, people who are thinking and wondering, and is this going to happen, and are we having this, and all the rest of it, take that out of your mind. Okay, it's wasting your time and energy even thinking about those sort of things, because nobody knows what it's going to look like, how it's going to work, whether we're going to have this, what are we going to have that. So there's no point in really trying to anticipate it or even first guess it, because nobody knows. And this is actually, again, done by design. Well, not we, but certainly our CEO, Ash Mufare, really wants it to be about having that impact to not only us, but everyone else as well.
So listening to Red in this video, a verse in the Bible came to mind. I'm not preaching, it just happens sometimes. So 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7 says, cast your burdens unto him, for he careth for you. So this is just to say that, show how every day human beings worry just a lot. We worry about things about which we have no control. Like Mr. Mufare's first stage, as you heard Red say in the video, and the list of things that he has mentioned, you know, because we think we can change anything, but no, we cannot even influence him to say more than what he wants to tell us at the point in time. So it's just to listen to him and do what he wants us to do. All he wants is for you and myself to put on positive energy and wait happily, because whatever is going to happen will not only change your life, but that of your family and your community. The job to make us successful is Ash's job alone. So he is bearing all the burden, including the risk that comes with this business, because there's no business that is risk-free. What is going to be delivered to us is the finest stage of everything. And so we go about it risk-free, no hassle, no problems, because Ash takes all of that and the rest of the mess on himself and says, I come from Africa. It's just like, those murky water that you see out there. What Ash is doing is like he sieves it and passes it through various stages before it comes to it's already drinkable. You just pour it in your cup and take it down. Be excited. Ash is doing it all. No worries, no confusion. What is the meaning of the first stage? Where are we now? So we started ages ago, and now he's talking about first stage. What is that? I don't know. There's no need for that, guys. So before I conclude, or I think I'm concluding, I'm not sure what I'm doing, right? So I want my Pigeon family to let me know in the comment, most preferably in the YouTube comment section, so that I'll easily find it, but that's where I have the least messages, right? If there is any video, either from Red, from Marty and Chris, or something that Ash has said and you don't get it well and you want me to interpret it in Pidgin, just let me know in the comment section. We are doing this not because of you listening to this, but because you think that our mama and papa, them need to understand much better. I'm happy to do it, to just point to a particular information. If I don't know, of course, I go do my assignment, I do the research, I get people to tell me exactly what it means, and then I bring it back home in Pidgin, the language we do understand. So guys, if you appreciate this, I'm not sure, why not go ahead to support the channel by subscribing and liking, share, click on the notification bell, and let's keep doing this. Let me know what you think about Red's excerpts, and of course what I said.